Alright, fine. Alright, guys, how are you guys doing? Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Carrington Tapiokande, aka Mkomanam Tema Popera, aka CK, aka Carrington's Photography, aka Guide. Oh, it's a lot of. Hey. Anyways, I call this the road to the podcasts. I am about to start a brand new podcast. For those who have my contacts and my socials, they know that I've been like bugging and just telling them that, oh, I'm about to start a podcast. Oh, podcast days, podcast Friday. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm about to. So I call this series Road to Podcast. I hope you're watching this from YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, wherever. Suck. Tara I'm going to be talking about everything. I'm going to be inviting pretty much everyone. So from friends, family, people I know, people I don't know, celebs, maybe one or two, because I don't know many. But yeah, most of them are like my friends. So I'm just going to be inviting my friends pretty much. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping it's going to be a lot of topics. We don't have a specific topic that we're going to be talking about. So we've answered madomas, how to camera, how to no, it's just going to be everything and anything. But I promise you it's going to be very educational, fun, entertaining, relatable in a way. It's going to be everyone. Like everyone I'm talking today, a little brother wangu sikira mangwana kunegwine mwana wangu sikira mangwana kunegwine mkoma wangu sikira mangwana kunegwine sekuru kunegwine mbuya, my friend, my best friend. It's everyone. I'm inviting everyone. Sikira mangwana kunegwine muna ndasangana in street. If I find that person interesting and they have a story to tell, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? So I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. But anyways, let me tell you about this series. So this series, I call it do I call it anything? I'm bad at naming stuff, so I pretty much don't have a name. But this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be telling you stories about my photography journey, but in a way, I'm gonna be doing it this way. So I have a Facebook page, I have an Instagram page, and a YouTube channel. It doesn't really show my photography journey data, but Instagram page is going to be the main thing. So I'm gonna do it from the very first post and shoot that I did and posted. I'm gonna be telling you a story about that. So this episode is going to be telling you about that very story, and these series of telling you stories about these shoots that I went to, people that I met, is going to carry you through to the podcast. Now, I'm not going to finish the whole page telling you about the stories about every other shoot. Satataka podcast. Somewhere in between these series and these stories. Do Pachatanga podcast. So I'm home, I'm chilled. This is pretty much going to be the studio as well. And I'm going to tell you why I started this podcast. It's going to be a lot of stories. So let's get straight into business. All right, the very first story I want to tell you about my photography journey, right? Is if you go on my page, if you go on Instagram and type Carrington's Photography ZW, you will find a guy wearing a yellow cap and with some green, or is a green cap with some yellow, things on it, and that's me. And then if you scroll down, right, you watch them these pictures, scroll down up until the scrolling doesn't happen. So bagumu scrolling. Scrolling. Another picture someone anonzi TINOPONA, and that's what I want to talk about today. How I met her, how we got to shoot that. Right. So 2019, I'm at home. I'm doing my degree in media. Degree. That's a number word of it. I had to mention that. Well, but patch but that jango pura degree. This number degree. Anyways, that's what the story. All right. So 2019, I'm chilled. I'm at home. I'm looking for attachment. I'm doing my second year. We talk attachment to go board on, and you know how it is if you've been to college and on a link kind of one, and you're looking for attachment. I'm studying media society studies in the MSU Shiba. I'm looking for attachment now. Attachment that's batik. Why I'm going class man could tell you that as that you can also even this and this yeah one is no it is but attachment is just something else. So I'm trying to look for attachment that's batik. So we decided to market business. So by market business, we would seek on but I ship it. I'm sick getting some cabbage, name madomas, name potatoes. So this was an idea that I could jump it out because also this church mate of ours was doing the same thing. So I'm going to you know what, you can come sell your stuff by my marketplace. So it's like a cool. So tied up by Gigi. Get to you Gigi out to get wait, by the way, drink get to you Jane can I grab a growth point. My go point did not because growth point you get. I ain't a growth point dude. Growth point dude by think it's a chima. I'm sitting there, I'm thinking I'm scoring attachment. What's the plan? I take my CVs, I print them out. Daimatakura kumsika almost on a day. Waiziya mbudzi inoti yakasungirwa nyamashi avaitojikira pavakasungirwa chi senzo handizoshaya plan. So I'm there, I'm sitting down, I'm selling these. So people from coming from Harare, because normally market tingati target market was people vaipfuura nemota. Obviously munhu sarupfuura nemota either rumukome kana nechindowano atoita sezvatotengesera vasvika pabhora zvinhu vandotwara zviripo vasvika pane sipari zvanje unotoona vanhu paine musika inenge ichitengesa chi along because then you guys buy your cabbages vanenge muchienda kumisha kwenyu nana murehwa 44 cross and the likes and you're going there. So I'm waiting with my papers and I got mota inenge yamira ndatongo ndikatarisa. So I'm looking for potential. But ndikutengesa oji but ndikutsvaga chifuti attachment kana graft shot, you know. So one time pakamira this old madala who was coming from I think off in his clinic. That bro, I was applying everything. That nampachi CV go attachment ndakatotseka pana kutsvaga attachment uri kunova bhora unenge wana sechi but he was like very motivational. He was like, okay, let me give you a call on Monday. I think it was around Tuesday. He's going Gumusha, I think. But let me give you a call on Monday. Or ukauya unotsvaga ningi. I wish I had his number, this guy. But I said, you know, but I don't have bochi. I sprayed him there. And I'm patchy rangu by. I think around another weekend. Should have been a weekend. Weekend? Okay, man. See, I think nana Saturday on. Ndokuba kwazo pfuura chi mota ebubva direction yenyamapanda ndingati mutoko. Ndakatogara paipai ndaona munhu arita sei ari mushedza apaka just across the road. So I crossed the road ndakabata angoti uya nemapotato but ndichitsarisa I'm thinking I know this person. Saka mana ajimajika saka mapotato ndakacrossa road ndichienda kwaari tasadaiwa sort did TINOPONA va but I did I call him TINOPONA then or ndakamuti Joyce? I don't know. But I think I called her by her first name. But because now in me, I'm a person who really watch TV and I watch TV a lot. And because I was watching more of my passion because I always really wanted to be a presenter or radio presenter, television presenter, you know, things like that. So I'm looking at her, I know her. And I'm thinking, I know her from Studio 263. And I also know her from ZFM. I think by that time she was a ZFM stereo, yeah? Okay, for Honor 2K, Studio 263 is this amazing soap that really made everyone in Zimbabwe go crazy. And this is about UK and South Africa go crazy about television. That was the peak of soapies and television. Prime time, 7 p.m. It was crazy. So around that time, I think around that time having my black and white television. Okay, my color and I go but I don't even know a piece. So I go there. Sisi, how are you? My name is Carrington. Before she starts a car, and I go attachment. I did my media, or I'm doing a media and society studies in Liturgy. Did it go MSU? Wow, for real. I'm inspired by the fact that you actually just stop me and, you tell me about your story. Give me your CV. I'm CV real number. I even asked for a number and got a pure paper. Why in that she says toners, the Sarah Pipe. Right about that same week, a friend of mine, announced Mbarashi Media Bandit. I wanna angaka apply to Econet. Aba wanna akaka apply to Econet, angaka is this other media company which I'm gonna tell you because I had to specify. A media company G message with Argudo craft. Simba ndobva awana crafts that same week ku Tina photography. Apana noziva nezveTina zvangu kurubva kwabhora. And we barely knew about this whole industry of photography in a video, but how does it pay, how does it work? So Simba awana attachment yachi. But about it, no one attachment, hey, good for you, and we're praying about this Baba attachment. Paneta 1 week. Week iloro richipera, I think around enough Friday-ish again. Or Saturday. Akanopinzira Konechi 222. That's Econet. Wechi interview on Monday. Nkomana banopindira interview Monday. Nkomana anopin. But so now it means he has 2 jobs. So he calls me. He calls that other nigga who's back home and struggling. Hey yo, listen, I got a job with Econet. Can you come through? Okay. So here to celebrate about that. Actually, the time I read the interview, because they had to do these virtual interviews because it was around COVID. Or something like that. Amen. I just see you, but COVID was just there doing its things, you know. So batitira interview iyoyo akatofonera akatitori padhempa akatogara muspare maraini edu tiri paspare atofonerwa tikatochila chikomana varonzi abobo we're gonna give you another call abva azoenda kuinterview and stuff like that. And then abaya ndobva azoti akusiya kutinashe ndobva una tinashe njama. Shout out to you, man. But amazi ndinopeswa nonzi kainto aripo maraini uka akatochila zviri pamusika. I said, but he's good with cameras and stuff. I didn't know jack about cameras. Why? I have always wanted to be in front of the camera, not behind it. So most of my guys, because we had a crew back home, the Tana clickers still there, because where do we put this name? Still there. We had a crew, and then Tinana, Marvin, Optimus, Gigi, Lloyd, Nigel, Bonventure. These guys are talented, technical guys. There's a friend of mine also by the name of Anesu, and we had a DJ by the name of we started a long time ago. Ananzi Munashe Vera, very good DJ. It's a whole crew. When we started coming out, Beloved and then the Tafals were most. It was a whole crew, bro. So they call me and Wesha. Got a book, Dano Pindi. I had nothing, bro. Like to put it on that big. Since I got a tinya on Kobananga to the girl about sports advocate. About growth points, Bunian scans, but yeah, not about growth points. And as a pin for Tina's where I'm a teenage. Bro, wanna win my camera and sneeze. I've never seen this big lens, I've never seen this big camera. And it was a bunch of like lights, everything. It was crazy, bro. So we started learning photography and it was just fun. It was tons of exposure. Because I've never been to Mikos, I've never been to Golden Conip, I've never been to Wild Geese around this time. Everything is just new to. That's it, I'll go bambish of that, but they can't one or two. Plus, that didn't get accent. That's what I could because they the television presenter, I got to get you don't go on. So that's go man. Say hi, how are you? So you say, okay, so I want you to stand over there. And apparently I ended up being that one guy who, if people wanted to talk to somebody who they think might have a huge degree of English, they will call me. So even when we're doing, because then when we went to weddings, they we would do these interviews. So because of all these high tiers, high end, everybody's speaking English there through Adgis, through Mikus. So I'm the guy. Tabuda pabhora waiziva chitaura chirungu chekutopedza. Growth point you try this. Waiziva right? It's still chiri kupedza. I said, anyways, so I started learning a lot of things. Tinashe taught me a lot of things. Laba. I know you guys know watching one of the best game operators in Zin. Who else? I'm still going that TINOPONA. I want to show you how. So all this exposure, all this stuff, I'm learning. I started learning. That's why I'm like, no, wait. I think I might need to learn how to operate a camera and create my own brand. So I said, as much as Tinashe was trying to push me, was always trying to push me, but no, guy, I think you can actually have your own show. You're good. And I'm like, nah, I don't know, but I'm good. So then that happened, and then so I learned photography, I learned video, and yeah, I learned a lot from Tina. So whatever I was doing with Dana Clippers was kind of like well finished now. I'm doing professional stuff. I'm getting hooked to the industry now, knowing all these names, Tina photography, and all these names, and Peter that knows your photography, knowing because to basically do my event for meeting people, So it was fun. Then one of these days, I think there was somebody, because I wanted to start this brand and this name. I called TINOPONA because I had a number. Okay. Before I called her, she had called me. I needed to share the one that I grabbed was ZFM. What's up? And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't update you. But as of phone, and I know Sisichi, thank you very much for the offer. But apparently, I found the grabbed cool Tina. You found a good Tina. That's good. So I actually. Waboga uchina boga no kuri bojo arasaka bo ona varasaka uchina here. And then later on varazo text and you know what, I want to start my own page, so I was thinking maybe I could offer you a free photo shoot if you don't mind. So I was like, okay, cool, no worries, to organize. Then this is the story. Then she got pregnant, and then she wanted a pregnancy shoot, so she thought about me. And then she called me, and then she didn't call me. What she did is, because I had told her that I'm now at Tina's, she went on Tina's page, and then she typed, "Hey guys, how are you guys doing? I'm looking for a young man by the name of," I was Jack Decker. I was very young, still very young. I'm looking for a young man by the name of Carrington. Yeah, that's how she said it. I hope so. Did she say it? No. But that's how I think she said it. Then I want to do a shoot, and I was hoping if I can get his contact. So right around this time, I'm not on Facebook like that. I think I can't some guy. That. Yeah, anyway, it's a story for another day. Dova Peter, this other friend of ours, or friend of mine, by the name of Tina, whatever she got to go Tina. And Tanya has a YouTube channel. If you guys have to check it out, please go and check her page out. Tanya called this dude. TINOPONA is looking for you. I'm like, TINOPONA, why? What's happening? Again, we felt like that because now I love this relationship. Because yeah, she's looking for you. She sent a screenshot. But I don't send a screenshot, baby. I'm looking at the screenshot. I'm thinking, yeah, this is true. But I'm pin 0 on. Sisi, what's up? She goes, I want a preggy shoot. Remember that other shoot that you wanted to do? Let's do it. Come to my house on Saturday, blah, blah, blah. She fed up both. We went there. I told Tinashe, because I had nothing, no gear, no what. Tinashe was like, if you want to learn photography, come take my gear. Do what you gotta do. Just keep it safe. So I'm like, this is the opportunity, this is the time. So I went there at Tinashe. Did you guys whatever? China, project. So vananokukinzira nkoma nkanza bo, don't worry, your authority nasi vananobata mpeso wangu one of my best friends Regari, just this Monday, aka Jimmy Photography. You have to also check him out. Very good. Vanadosha inini intudzidzira, but I think mashudzira zvaizvozvizvi tinenge tichida kunge tiri pamwe chete, because kusvika rikaramba kuflash tiri pamahombe apa ine ndau dzangu ndakudasai ndakugona. So we went there na Justice we took a taxi, imagine. Takatobaya ikoko nemfesa izinto lethu, so anozinto lethu actually. Shout out to you. Takatobaya. Okay, but Ashika, she had a friend, Anunzi, Miss Jax. That's when I started knowing Miss Jax. Up until now, we talk. It's funny how these connections always start and go this way. And then Miss Jax was there. She was all dressed up. We did that shoot. It came out nice. I loved the pictures. You guys should go on my Instagram page and like them. So I'm hoping you are on Instagram searching for my page and liking it. And also just suggest if you want to know a story about any other any other picture that you see on my Instagram page. But I'm gonna do it in chronological order. Yes, one by one, and so from the bottom up until to the most recent one. So we go there, we shoot amazing pictures. I'm loving these pictures, man. I went home, sat down. I think that's not computer by then, and a computer or something, I don't know. And then I started editing, and they came out really nice. I sent her the pictures. She loved the pictures, and then yeah, that was the story. That was just it was fun. It was fun working with her, and then that's how I started characters photography. Up until now, we're still going.